All right. Let's see how well this works here. Bring that audio back up. All right, check 1, 2. Now I'm hearing myself. Welcome, guys, to the stream. We're going to be getting started here real shortly. Today, going from where we left off yesterday, Key West, Florida. It's going to be a short hop up to Tampa today. Weather's looking real nice along the route of flight. Don't really have any storms between us and Tampa. Should be a lot of fun. I did come a little bit better prepared this time. I do have a flight plan actually in the airplane this time. It is saved. I promise we're not just doing a simple direct to. We're actually going to fly our flight plan today. All right, guys. We're just going to get the airplane kind of buttoned up here. Pre-flight inspection is complete. We'll be going live here. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold the phone. There is one important thing I forgot to do. And that would be to plug in my joystick. It's really hard to fly an airplane with no controls. Stand by just 1 second, guys. Sorry about the obnoxious noises. It's all in the details. I'm sure my stream's like going a little crazy right now. All right, I think we got everything worked out now. We're gonna have flight controls. That's important. So focused on getting the stream set up, I forgot to get the controls for the airplane set up. Alright, guys, we're going to go live now. Welcome. Oops, and let's reset my track IR. That's a little bit better. Back in the Embraer Phenom today. Back in Key West. Should be a fun flight for us today. Flight plan's loaded in, like I said. Got everything pulled up, ready to go for us. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and get started. We do have the airplane all pretty much buttoned up. They were nice enough to provide us a GPU again today. So I'll be using some ground power. I have the airplane currently kind of in safe mode. I'm going to go ahead and do my kind of before start flows. Get the flight deck set up once again. I kind of wish Aerobask would set it up with everything in auto. Because if I'm honest, that's probably how it's actually going to be left in the real airplane. I don't know. I'm not an Embraer Embraer Phenom driver in real life, so who am I to say how things are generally done? But yeah. Alright, I'll do that. Let's bring those online. Cabin lights, check the emergency lights, acknowledge the caution. Set up. Okay. I think we are looking pretty good. Let's get that online. And we'll run through our systems, warning systems checks here real quick. Annunciator lights around the flight deck appear to be working. Fire checks.
Fire.
And we'll do engine fire checks. We got the two lights the two red lights indicating in the engine fire buttons. Stall check. Stick pusher is working.
Stall.
And the last one here, nothing indicating an issue. Alright, tests are complete. Let's see, what does that say? Oh, the aft bag door is open. They're gonna close that for us outside. Alright, that should be done here. Let me grab my checklist. Excuse me. Had to reach over and grab it. Before start checklist, pre-flight tests are completed. Oxygen bottle is set. Oxygen pressure is at dispatch level. Electrical panel. Actually, I didn't verify that. Let's verify we got good voltage. Yep, 28.5 volts with the GPU. Bleed panel is auto. Fuel panel pumps are auto. Hydraulic pumps shut off, both open. Pusher cutout is pushed out. Ice protection is as required. Pressurization panel checked. Engine fire buttons are checked. Buttons are pushed out. Start stop are off. Ignitions are auto. Thrust levers idle. Flaps and speed brakes were up. Flaps up. Parking brake is engaged and the door is closed. Before start checklist is complete. Alright guys, so we're going to, like I said, we're going from Key West to Tampa today. Do have a dispatch release here. It's in here. There we go. So our route of flight, if I kind of zoom in here for you, we are going to be going from Key West direct to the Carnew intersection, direct to Carter, joining Victor 539 to Fort Myers, and then direct. They technically put us at 340. We're actually anticipating on this flight we're going to be cruising at about 17,000 feet. So that's kind of our route of flight today. It is loaded into the airplane this time, so it'll be a little bit more than a direct flight. So we got that loaded in. What we're going to do now is we're going to listen to ATIS. We're going to make sure everything is set up, do a quick brief, and well, we already kind of did, and we'll be on our way. So let's listen to that ATIS to start off with.
Key West INTL information Tango. 1400 Zulu weather. Wind 100 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 2300 scattered. 4300 scattered. Temperature 30. Dew point 24. Altimeter 3011. Arriving runway 09. Departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact. You have Tango.
Alright, we have Tango departing 9. We got 3011 in the box for the meter. And so we already received our clearance. We're going to be initially on runway heading, climbing to 10,000. And they gave us a squawk code of 3351. We got that in there. We're just about ready to start. I'm going to go ahead and just put it in altitude mode now. So we'll be ready to go. So let's see. So we got 10,000 feet set here. We're departing 9er. We got the runway heading for runway 9 in here. We already briefed the route, so we'll be runway heading up to 10,000 feet. If we have an engine failure, we are going to take it kind of straight out and troubleshoot it. And then we'll decide the best course of action. Key West is pretty short, but we could come back here if we need to. We also got, airports over to the east in Miami, and really, even Tampa's not too far away. So if me emergency, we'll come back here. Something that's not immediately pressing, maybe probably head towards Miami or Tampa. We'll see which is the shorter distance. All right. And for now, I'm going to go ahead, we'll close this document, and I'll pull up, I just have the airport diagram for Key West in here today. I'm going to orient it to the north. So there's our airport diagram. We're just right here on our east GA ramp. So we'll anticipate taxi will probably be taxiway Alpha. It is a little bit of an intersection departure at Alpha 1. You'll lose just a couple hundred feet there off of this runway. The next thing we do need to do, though, I already ran my performance calculations. I did not get the V-speeds in, so we're going to do that. We are carrying 6 passengers today, plus myself, plus some bags. The aircraft is weighing about 17,100 pounds, which all the charts I use are in metric, so it's 7,800 kilograms. We'll need about 3,340 feet today doing a flaps 2 departure, and our speeds are going to be 103 for V1 VR. V2 is going to be 111, and our VFS departure is 135. We have that set, so we got speeds in there ready to go for us. Okay, flight plan's already in there. I think we are ready to get rocking and rolling. We got the departure briefing complete. So we'll give the marshaller a signal here. We're going to go ahead and start spinning the engines. We'll bring the belt signs. They're already on, actually. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Alright, looks like it's rising up nicely here. Make sure, I don't know if I brought the game volume all the way up for you guys so you can hear the glorious engine sounds. So I'm just turning that up right now in case it was a little quiet. Alright, we got to get started on engine 1. Generators online. We'll go ahead and give them the disconnect signal. They're going to pull our ground power for us. Alright, ground power is removed from the aircraft. We're going to go ahead and start engine number 2. Alright, we've got a good start on engine number 2. Generators are online. Let's go ahead. Let's see. First of all, we're going to configure flaps 2. About there on the pitch trim is where we want it for our CG, as well as doing a flaps 2 takeoff today. We chose flaps 2 since it's a little bit shorter runway. That actually helps shorten our takeoff distance. Alright, after start checklist, GPU is disconnected. Electrical emergency button is pushed out. Stall protection is tested. Takeoff data is set. We are 103, 103, 111, 135. Trims are set and green. Flight controls and speed brakes are checked. Ice protection is not required. Flaps set 2 for takeoff. And after start checklist is complete. Alright guys, I think we are ready to get rolling. We are clear on the left, clear on the right, so we'll call ground. Keo has ground. Phenom 33 Zulu Foxtrot is ready to taxi out of the GA ramp. We have Tango. Alright, so we've been given our clearance to taxi. So again, we're going to be taxiing here out of the GA ramp. We'll join, I think it's Bravo 8 there. We're going to taxi down Alpha to Alpha 1 for a runway 9er departure. Alright, let's get rolling. Park brake released. One thing I did forget to bug is I forgot to bug my initial climb speed, so. That is way too fast. We want about 210 for the initial. Alright, we got 210 speed bugged. And arm our takeoff mode on the flight director. Cessna there is just getting fired up. Actually, we'll keep that tablet up while we're taxiing. Hey, it's 8090901. I forgot I had that texture installed. Aviation 101. Except he's got the wheel pants on it. I don't think Josh actually put the wheel pants on it in his airplane in real life. I forgot I installed some, just some texture packs off the xplane.org website. For the 172, I've got quite a few different ones, but just funny I happened to see that one. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of the runway, so again, just to brief the departure, it's going to be runway heading 10,000 feet. First fix is going to be Carnew, and we'll take it straight out if we have any issues. And I think we'll be ready at the end of the runway. QS Tower, Phenom 33 Zulu Foxtrot will be ready at the end. Okay, runway 9er, runway heading, clear for takeoff, 33 Zulu Foxtrot. Alright guys, we got takeoff clearance, so we're going to go ahead, light up the airplane. Transponder is already in altitude mode. We'll just kind of blip the cabin there. And let's do a before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff config. Actually, I didn't check it. There you go, guys. Flip it out of my flow. It's hard to see that button. I might actually have to stop briefly. There we go.
Okay.
Alright, takeoff. Okay, now we're doing it. Alright, takeoff config checked. CAS is checked. Signs are as required. Yaw damper is off. Ice protection is as required. ATR will be armed on the roll. Passenger is advised. External lights are as required. Transponder altitude before takeoff is complete. Verify final is clear. We got the correct runway. Runway 9. Matching our heading bug.
Tower 172 2 Sierra Pop.
Alright guys, you ready? Here we go. Runway 9 lined up. Spike on the ITT there. Alright, toga is set. .80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, you're up. Heading.
172, 2 Sierra, Papa, fly heading 090, runway 9, you're cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 090, runway 9, 172 2 Sierra Papa.
There's 1,000 feet. We'll go flight level change at 210. I'm going to go ahead and bring the autopilot on. Now let's go flaps 1. Flaps up and after takeoff checklist. Alright, we're going over to departure. We'll go to Miami Center. Alright, and after takeoff checklist, gears up, flaps up, yaw damp is on, thrust levers are MCT actually. There we go, MCT set. Pressurization is looking good.
737 to
Altimeter is
800,
cross-checked.
6 November,
Ice protection not required.
fly heading
External lights are as required.
180.
After takeoff checklist.
Fly heading 180, 737 to 800, 6 November,
Go ahead and put that
November.
tablet away. We don't need it now.
Center 172 2 Sierra Pop.
172, 2 Sierra, Papa, Key West International, altimeter 3010.
Alright guys, we just
Key
got
West International,
direct
altimeter
Carney for
3010,
ATC. So we're gonna
172,
go Carney,
2 Sierra, Papa.
direct, activate, and we activate nav mode. And I like to spin my heading bug around, oops, just to kind of match our new instruction. Alright, we'll kind of accelerate now.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor,
About
fly heading
250 knots in
080,
decline.
report the field in sight.
Fly heading 080. Report the field in sight.
I'm going to
SJX
reactivate
Vision
that direct
1,
to you so we
Charlie,
don't get
Victor.
the oscillations with the roll.
SJX
Well, at
Vision
least less
1,
oscillation
Charlie,
with the roll. You just really see how this airplane, it's almost like it
SJX Vision
lags
1,
behind
Charlie,
and then
Victor, clear visual approach,
overcorrects
runway
with
8,
the
contact tower
autopilot.
on, 126.10.
cleared visual approach. Runway 8, contact tower on. 126.10. SJX Vision 1,
We're
Charlie,
250
Victor.
knots. Alright, we're going to climb now and maintain 17,000 feet. That's going to be our cruising out today for a short hop over to Tampa.
Two Juliet, Romeo, climb and maintain, flight level 350.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 3502. Juliet, Romeo.
There's
172, 2
10,000
Sierra,
feet.
Papa, fly heading
We'll turn those off.
180.
Turn off our
Fly
best
heading
seatbelt signs
180.
as well.
172, 2 Sierra, Papa.
And we'll kind of let the airplane
172,
accelerate. We'll
2
do
Sierra,
a
Papa,
quicker cruise
resume on
climb
navigation.
today than we did yesterday. 270.
Resume on navigation. 172,
There it is.
2 Sierra, Papa.
Yeah, one nice thing about these Aerobask aircraft, and I should probably actually use more with the track IR, is you can actually click if you need to set one of these bugs up here, and you can actually manually type in a speed and hit enter on the keyboard, and it will set it for you. It's actually a little bit easier than using these dials, and I forget that these Aerobask airplanes actually have that feature.
2 Juliet,
I should
Romeo,
probably take
climb and
advantage of
maintain,
that more.
flight level
Makes life a little bit
350.
easier.
Climb
Alright
and
guys, so this is
maintain.
going to be a quick
Flight
flight
level
over to Tampa, so
350.
we're already, even
Juliet,
though we're in the
Romeo.
climb, going to start kind of getting ready for that. So I'm going to go here, and we're just going to look up the weather real quick for Tampa.
2 Juliet, Romeo, fly heading 200.
Alright, so here's
Fly heading
Tampa.
200.
So latest weather, they got winds out of the south at 5 knots, 10 miles visibility, a few clouds at 2,500, few at 9 or 1,000, scattered 25,000, temperature 31, dew point 24, and altimeter 3013. 31 is going to be about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a nice warm day. Towering cumulus distant to the south northwest. So, a few little thunderstorm, isolated cells around. Not too much being painted on the radar though, as I look at it here.
2 Juliet, Romeo,
So I
climb and
think
maintain,
we will
flight level
be all
350.
right. So I'm going to anticipate landing to the south there with the winds, obviously. So what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna take a
737
look.
to 800, 6 November, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
Air 16 for
Climb
17,000
and maintain.
feet.
Flight level
Get ready for
360.
level off here. I'm gonna look and
737
see.
to 800. 6 November. November.
I'm just looking at my charts over here on my desk to see what runway I think we're going to be using. So based on the direction we're coming from, Fort Myers, I'd anticipate they're going to have us land runway 19 left today in Tampa. Especially, yeah, there is actually a couple little cells out west of Tampa, kind of over St. Petersburg. So, yeah, 19 left is going to be my runway guesstimate. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull up the chart for that. Unfortunately, I did not import the approach chart for this into the charts tab there. I'm going to try and start doing that in the future, and then as I brief these approaches, y'all can kind of see the plates and how I'm doing it. But what we will do, whoa, hello airplane. Oh, it's overspeed protecting.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading.
Well, there you go, guys. I
180.
was
Fly heading
not flying the
180,
airplane first. I
737 to
oversped.
800.
This
6
airplane has
November,
overspeed
November.
protection, so it pitched to keep me from overspeeding.
2
That also
Juliet,
meant
Romeo.
an
Climb and
uncommitted
maintain.
climb
Flight level 3
of
6
my altitude.
0.
Aircraft control will be like, say altitude, you know. It's one of those moments I was like, oop, didn't need to do that. Alright, so let's see here. Let's come back to cruise. We do want to
737 to
cruise
800.
like
6 November, November.
300-ish
Fly heading
knots.
270.
There you go, let's just
Fly heading 2
practice doing it the easy way.
737 to 800. 6
So
November,
300
November.
knots. Let's see if we do CSC. 300. See if the CSC will cooperate
SJX
with me.
Vision 1 Charlie
I
Victor.
maintain
The Florida
300
Keys
knots.
Marathon. Altimeter 301.
Okay,
0.
so back to what we were doing.
The Florida Keys Marathon. Altimeter
There you go.
301.
Flight plan,
0.
procedure.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie
Select an
Victor.
approach. So we're anticipating the
2 Juliet
ILS.
Romeo. Climb and maintain.
Oh.
Flight level 360.
Hey, guess what I forgot to put into the flight plan?
Climb and maintain. Flight level 3602 Juliet Romeo.
There we go. I forgot to put the destination in there. That would have been awkward.
172 2 Sierra Papa. The Florida Keys Marathon. Altimeter 301.
There we go.
0.
The Florida
Flight
Keys
plan,
Marathon.
alright, we're
Altimeter
gonna select the
301.
approach. We're going to be landing
1722
one
Sierra Papa.
niner left.
SJX
It's going to
Vision
give us
1
the
Charlie
ILS
Victor.
to one
Fly
nine
heading
left today.
180.
Vector's the only transition, so
Flight heading
we'll load that.
180.
We'll actually load in the barrel minimums today.
Victor.
There's a little bit of low cloud deck. There's actually a pretty good chance we're
SJX
going to
Vision
actually fly
1
the
Charlie
ILS.
Victor. Fly
So
heading
minimums for
240.
straight in ILS, all categories
Flight
is
heading
226. We'll call it
SJX Vision
230.
1 Charlie
230 feet is our minimum altitude for the approach. Alright, we're going to load that in, and that is in our flight plan now. Alright, and set that up. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our landing speeds here real
172
quick.
2 Sierra Papa. Key West International. Altimeter 301.
So I'll go to
0.
aircraft,
Key West International. Altimeter
we're going to click a million
301
times over
172
to
Sierra
the
Papa.
landing data page. Start with landing
737 to
distance, and
800.
then we'll
6
go
November,
from
November.
there.
Fly heading 020.
Fly heading 0.
Again, sorry about the flashy
737 to
lights
800.
over and over.
6 November, November.
Alright, so currently
2 Juliet Romeo.
we're
Climb and maintain.
at
Flight level
about
360.
7,500 kilograms.
Climb and
I anticipate
maintain.
we'll probably
Flight
burn
level
maybe another 100 kilos,
3602
about
Juliet Romeo.
7.4.
737 to 800. 6 November,
see
November.
here.
Fly heading 030.
Fly
That's
heading
with
0
ice
3
protection
0
on.
737 to 800.
And we
6
got a longer
November,
runway, so I'm
November.
going to do a flaps 3 landing today.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Vector,
Fly heading
and that's
240.
Fly
Off.
heading
Okay, so here's our correct
240.
chart. Ice protection
SJX
off,
Vision
wing stab
1
off,
Charlie
flaps
Victor.
3, dry runway. Alright, so we're going to be 0 feet pressure altitude. What did I say we're landing at? 7.4.
737 to 800.
Where we're
6 November,
anticipating our
November.
weight being.
Fly heading
We're going
340.
to assume, well, we got about 5 knots of headwind. We'll assume 0 wind though, 'cause it's not really a whole lot.
November.
So that's going to be 804. Meters.
Seven 737 to 800.
I'm gonna ask
6
my
November,
co-pilot,
November.
Alexa,
Fly heading 180.
how many feet is
Fly heading
804
180.
meters?
737 to 800. 6 November, November.
Alright, 2,640 feet. Don't you love having Alexa as your co-pilot? It's great. Okay, and now we're gonna jump back over, and we're gonna find approach
737
speeds.
to 800. 6 November. November.
Flaps.
Fly heading
Approach 1,
220.
landing 3,
Fly
wing stop
heading
off.
220, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
What's our altitude on this one?
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Fly heading 200.
Is that the right one?
Fly heading 200, SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
SJX
Yeah, that's
Vision
all right.
1 Charlie
Okay,
Victor.
so we're going to
altimeter
be, let's say
3013.
7.4. So it'll be 1.8.
Collier, altimeter 3013, SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Fly heading 200.
Fly heading
Okay.
200,
So we got
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
118 and
172 2
VFS
Sierra
at
Papa Key
7.4
West
is
International
130.
altimeter 3011.
Okay.
Key West
Now we go to
International,
E-speed,
altimeter
so,
3011, 172 2 Sierra
BAC
Papa.
1, what did I say, 1? Here, go back here. Yeah, BAC 150, or 118. Sorry, VREF is 115 and 130, okay. So we'll approach at 120 will be our target speed for landing. Or for approach, excuse me.
2 Juliet Romeo. Climb and maintain. Flight level 350.
Climb and maintain. Flight
Alright,
level
so we're just
350,
about 60 miles
2
away.
Juliet Romeo.
Or as of right now, we'll be starting our descent here real shortly.
One 172 2 Sierra Papa Marco Island. Altimeter 3013.
Marco Island, altimeter 3013, 172 2 Sierra Papa.
Oh, excuse me, we're a little bit further away. We're 152 miles away. We're about 60 miles away from Fort Myers. I was looking at my data wrong over here on my iPad. Yeah, 161 nautical miles left until Tampa. Okay. So yeah, we got a little bit of time to chillax now. We got our speeds figured out. Everything is nicely set up.
Seven 737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 040.
Fly heading 040, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 360.
Fly heading 360. 737 to 800. 6 November, November.
172 to Sierra, Papa, Marco Island, altimeter 3013.
Marco Island, altimeter
Let's see, I'm just gonna grab our
3013.
ATIS frequencies
172
here.
to Sierra, Papa.
1, 2. I'm not sure which one. We'll call it 12847. I'll try that one. 128.47. Okay. Then I also did, just like I did with Key West, I didn't bring in all the charts or anything, but I did at least grab the airport diagram for Tampa as well. So we're planning to land 19 left here. And actually, hang on for just a second. I need to remind myself what FBO we were going to when we get there.
SJX Bishop 1,
Where it's
Charlie,
at
Victor,
on the
fly heading
field.
330.
So we were going to go to
Fly heading
Signature. That's right.
330. SJX
And
Vision 1,
Signature is
Charlie,
actually
Victor.
kind of just below the intersection of
SJX Bishop 1, Charlie,
19 left
Victor,
and
Cape
28,
Cod,
so it's
altimeter
like right
3013.
here. So actually, where it says General Aviation, kind of pointing here, this is about where
737
Signature
to
is
800.
located.
6 November.
So actually, that'll be
Fly
nice
heading
for us. That'll be a
020.
pretty short taxi. We'll probably
Fly
plan
heading
just
020,
to land, and we're just going to let the airplane roll
6
all the way
November,
down here to
November.
Sierra, and we'll exit on Sierra. And then they'll probably either give us Romeo 3 or Foxtrot 2 into the ramp for Signature. So that should work out pretty
SJX
nicely
Bishop 1, Charlie,
after we
Victor,
land.
fly heading
Let's go ahead and brief
010.
our approach here. And again, I wish I could actually throw it in there
737
real
to
quick.
800. 6 November, November.
I'm going to
Fly
try
heading
this. It's going to be purely an
290.
experiment, so forgive me if this doesn't work, but I'm going to hop off the screen real quick, and I'm going to see if I can just grab that chart off like SkyVector, and I'll throw it into
172 to Sierra, Papa, Naples,
Into the charts for you guys.
3013.
Naples meeting
Tampa,
altimeter
and we want to see the
313,
ILS
172 to
19
Sierra,
left,
Papa.
just the regular Cat 1 ILS are looking 19 left.
SJX Bishop 1, Charlie, Victor, fly heading 340.
Let's see here. Oops.
172 to Sierra, Papa, fly heading 090.
19 left.
Fly heading
There it
090.
is.
172 to
So we're
Sierra,
going
Papa.
to download it real quick and put it into Tampa, save. Alright, close. Alright, let's see if this worked. Let's see if Avitab
172 to Sierra,
updates real
Papa,
time.
fly heading 090.
Hey, it sure does. Hey, I can pull it up for
Fly
you guys.
heading
Let's do that.
090.
And we'll
172 to
brief the
Sierra,
chart
Papa.
together here. Alright, so here's
SJX
the
Bishop 1,
ILS
Charlie,
approach,
Victor,
runway
Marco Island,
19
altimeter
left into Tampa.
3013.
110.3, 187 the course for ITPA. Our final approach fixed altitude here at, this will be the COSM waypoint, it's going to be 2,000 feet. We are going to be going down to
2 Juliet,
DA
Romeo,
minimum
climb and maintain.
of
Flight level
226, which as you can
360.
see here, we
Climb and
rounded up
maintain.
to
Flight level
230 feet
360 to Juliet, Romeo.
for our barrow minimums. Touchdown zone elevation
Juliet,
is going to
Romeo,
be
fly heading
26 feet.
300.
Fly heading 300.
In case of a
Juliet,
published
Romeo.
missed approach, it's going to be climb 600 feet, climbing left turn 2,800 feet on a heading 160 to the St. Petersburg, 138 radial to Gibbs intersection and hold. And as you guys can see, in case we actually do have to fly a published missed
2
approach,
Juliet, Romeo, fly heading
we've
300.
got climb 600, intercept that radial out to Gibbs intersection. So that is all in our FMS in case we actually need to use it.
SJX Bishop 1, Charlie,
Let's see,
Victor,
we're just
Marco
going through
Island,
here.
altimeter
Simultaneous purchases are authorized. Radar is
3013.
required. We're aware. I don't really see anything else that should hang us up too much. We'll be looking for PAPI to the left-hand side of the runway and approach lighting system there. If they got it, does it tell you what kind on these charts? I'm used to using the JEP chart, so forgive me on the NACO charts if I might miss a few things here and there. I don't think it tells you what kind it is. You have to look at the symbol in there. but either way, it's got approach lighting system,
SJX
tapping
Vision
left-hand
1,
side.
Charlie, Victor, Marco Island, altimeter 3013.
And I believe the airplane should auto-tune our frequencies. We could go ahead and hard-tune them. Actually, yeah, they're not auto-tuned, so we'll just in case, we'll hard-tune our frequencies. But it should do it for us anyways.
2,
Alright,
Juliet,
110.3,
Romeo, fly
110.3.
heading 290.
Alright, we got the approach briefed.
Fly heading 2902.
So that's
Juliet,
nice to know.
Romeo.
I can actually go grab the charts and put them in here for you guys, and you can actually kind of see what we're looking at as we brief these approaches.
737 to 800. 6, November, fly heading 300.
A little bit of cloudiness there, a little bit of build up
Fly
here. I'm going to take a look at my
300,
iPad here and see if there's any
737
weather
to
building up
800.
out there.
6, November.
It's really not painting anything.
SJX
So I think it's
Vision
just cloud
1,
layer.
Charlie, Victor, fly heading 330.
The only weather it's really painting at
Fly
all,
heading 330.
there's
SJX
actually
Vision
just a
1,
few
Charlie,
little
Victor.
cells north
SJX Vision 1,
of
Charlie, Victor,
Fort
Marco Island,
Myers,
altimeter 3,
but like really far north. It's east of the airfield. And there's also just that little line. It's not huge, but a little line west of the field over kind of St. Petersburg. So we'll be between all those. I don't think we're out of fly that's going to actually take us through any weather today.
2, Juliet, Romeo,
Which
fly
is
heading
good.
020.
Fly heading 0202. Juliet, Romeo.
737 to 800. 6, November, fly heading 060.
Fly heading 060. 737 to 800. 6, November.
Turn down that radio a little bit for you guys. It's kind of loud. About there.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, fly heading 310.
I do really love that X-Plane actually puts those little features in, or maybe it's Aerobasque in this case, but
SJX Vision 1,
you know, being
Charlie,
able to actually adjust your radio volumes in the sim is actually pretty cool.
SJX Vision 1,
It's
Charlie,
a
Victor,
useful little feature.
altimeter 301.
Take a quick gander back in the cabin if we can. Again, I need to figure out how to do the cabin views with Track IR. That's one thing I haven't figured out since I got Track IR.
2,
I used to be able to,
Romeo, fly heading
or I had
340.
presets for views where I could, you know, take a look at passenger seats and actually like see what the passengers are looking at and stuff. You know, it was really fun for like replays and things like that. You know, being able to look at it from the passenger perspective. But I have not figured out how to do that with Track IR because none of the internal view presets actually work. Because the only input that it takes now for the interior view is the Track IR my head position. So unless I can pause it, but even when I pause it, it doesn't let me actually look around or anything with the mouse or anything.
172. 2,
So,
Sierra.
still got it all figured out to do with Track IR. We're getting there.
3.
Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick drink of water. I'm going to mute myself just real briefly.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, HFLD, altimeter 3013.
HFLD, altimeter 3013. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, fly heading 080.
Fly heading 080. SJX Vision 1, Charlie, Victor.
Alright, and I am back on. So what I did since yesterday too, I have an old Android phone. You know, it's about 5.5 years old. It's an S7, but it actually still works. You know, it doesn't work very well as a phone, but I installed the software that I use for my Stream Deck onto that old phone, and it actually runs that software really smoothly. So I now have a separate screen dedicated to being my Stream Deck. You know, the icons are a little bit smaller, so particularly hitting like the volume icon or you know, the stuff that I have right along the top edge, and I have a screen protector on this old phone too. I might see if I can remove it, but it makes it a little bit hard to push those buttons, so I hope I don't inadvertently put you guys on standby. In fact, I'm going to double check, make sure I didn't do that, but
737 to 800.
Yeah,
6,
looks good.
November, resume on navigation.
anyway, so I'm still getting the quirks worked out. I think this is my third stream now that I've actually attempted. So my last stream, so my first stream, I didn't know this when I recorded it, that you actually have to enable that option to save a stream in Twitch. And so I don't have the first stream that I did. So I recorded my second stream yesterday, which was the flight, if anybody watched. It was the flight from Jacksonville down to Key West in this airplane. And I was all excited because I knew I had the option to save that one. So I went back to watch it. And I realized in about the first couple of minutes while I was still on the intro screen, I think I had opened a tab in Chrome real quick because I was checking an option in my Twitch account just after I started the stream, and while I opened that Twitch tab, I hadn't put my headphones on yet, and it was actually playing some music, playing somebody else's stream, and so I didn't know when I listened to that if the little bit of music that just happened to be playing when I opened that tab, if it was copyrighted or not. And I didn't want to get a copyright strike on just my second video. So I actually had to go ahead, just out of an abundance of caution, I downloaded it, so I've got it saved to my computer. Maybe I'll see if I can edit out just that little bit of audio and repost it or something, but I just didn't want to risk getting a copyright strike because I inadvertently had some music playing for about a minute or so. So that was kind of a bummer, but I just didn't want to risk doing that. So hopefully this will be, this is my third stream. This will hopefully be the first one that I actually really save and keep it available for viewing for a long time. I plan to download off Twitch and re-upload this to YouTube as well, so it really makes it easy. Just in case anybody really wants to access my content, it makes it easier to find for them. So we're going to see how that goes. Like I said, still brand new, working out the kinks, but I think I'm starting to figure stuff out finally. Just getting the hang of things. Just the little things. I learned how to put a timer overlay in OBS on my opening scenes and my or other scenes if I wanted to. Just those little touches. I think the next step for me is I am gonna try to see if I can find some music that is free for use on live streams. I know that kind of music's not always the greatest, but when I'm playing American Truck Simulator especially, it would be nice to have some music playing as we're trucking down the road. It keeps things a little bit nicer, makes the video just a little bit more enjoyable to watch. But, I still got to do some research and figure out what I can and can't do with that. I know, so Twitch has, I forget what they call it, it's like Twitch Radio or something like that, where you can actually have that music. It's free to use on Twitch. You're not going to get a copyright strike if you're getting it from them. But I don't know if you can then take that content and re-upload to YouTube. So I need to figure that out as well, and see what I can do about that. So, anyways, not to bore you with the boring details of me trying to learn how to do this, but that's where we're at. All right, we should be starting our descent here real shortly. We're actually just about 50 miles out. So I'm just going to query ATC. And alright, we'll descend and maintain 11,033 Zulu Foxtrot. So we got our initial descent, so we're going to set 11,000 feet. 11,000 feet set. And we're just going to start a little bit of descent. We'll set CSC mode off. And, unpause that. We're going to VS down. About 1,300 feet per minute should be sufficient. Reduce that thrust, so we're not bouncing against the overspeed protection. And we're going to do about a 300 knot descent. Should be sufficient for us. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to run our descent checklist here. Descent checklist. Approach briefing is complete. Landing data set. Windshield heat is as required. Signs outlets are as required, and ice protection is as required. Descent checklist complete. Actually, we'll go ahead. We'll turn those signs on now, in case anybody's up moving around back there, start getting them back to their seats. Clicking my pen. Hopefully that's not annoying. I gotta figure out those little habits that might create annoying sounds and try not to do them. But I am a pen clicker. Please don't hate me. Alright, here. So I anticipate we'll probably be getting radar vectors here pretty soon. I should also try, I'm going to try something here real quick too. See if I can give you guys a little more something to look at. Because I know they have the map feature here on Abby tab, but I've never used it very much. Yeah, that actually kind of works. I'll leave that up for you guys. You can kind of see about where we are. Zoom it in a little bit. Getting pretty close, as you can see. Alright, we're gonna go back out here. Actually, if you guys look out there pretty close, there's the Navy airfield here, and the airport's actually up about here for Tampa International. So it's actually a little more clear than I thought. I thought there were going to be kind of a couple little low cloud layers. It said there were like a few clouds or something like that. Let's go ahead and listen to the latest.
Tampa INTL information Tango. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind 240 at 6. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3000 few. 8000 scattered. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 30. Dew point 23. Altimeter 3014. Arriving runway 28. Departing runway 28. Advise on initial contact. You have Tango.
172 Sierra.
She really said they're landing 2-8. I don't think I've ever actually landed 2-8 in Tampa. That's gonna throw me all sorts off here.
Tampa INTL information X-ray.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna request 19
Zulu
left.
Weather. Wind 240 at 6. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3000 few. 8,000 scattered.
Alright, air traffic control gave us permission to land 2-8. That's just gonna reduce my workload. Yeah, that's funny. Another thing that I hope to do soon, and so back in the day, when I was still playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004, this is probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, I actually got into VATSIM for a while. And ever since I've been over to X-Plan, I've never really done the online ATC. You know, it does take a little bit of time in figuring out how to do that, but I think that also might be my next step in flight simming. I'm going to see if I can get on a virtual, or get some kind of ATC going. Cause obviously doing these flights, I'm just kind of making up the ATC as I go. Really, that's not how it works. Sometimes ATC is really helpful, sometimes it gets annoying. But I think that'll be the next thing. I'm going to try VATSIM or maybe Pilot Edge. Excuse me. Itch under my ear. Alright, we're going to go ahead. We just got a radar vector. We're going to turn downwind here. Heading 010. And they give us the descent down to 3,000 feet. So we're going to set our speed back here. And 3,000 feet is set. We're going to go ahead and enter flight level change mode. And we've reduced our thrust, so the airplane is going to just kind of pitch to maintain our speed now, which is bugged at 250 knots. And with the thrust back a little bit, it'll start the descent and maintain the speed for us. So. kind of shows you guys where we're at right about now. Alright, we're coming through 10,000 feet. Lights, and we got that on. Or our pasture signs. We'll go ahead and run an approach checklist now. So approach altimeters cross check, we have 3014 set. I guess I should probably set that in the standby here too. The IESS, I think that's what it's called. 3014 is set, DA is set to 30. Crossfeed knobs are off, external lights are as required, signs, pasture signs are on, and pastures have been advised. Approach checklist is complete. Alright, we're on our downwind here, we're going to get vectored around, join 19 left, right. Actually just a little bit of a cell, kind of encroaching now on the approach path. It's a pretty isolated one, and it's not right on the approach path, so I think we'll be okay. I'm guessing they're either going to vector us on a tight approach inside of that, or they'll vector us outside of that, and we'll come in, go around it. I don't know if Hexplane is actually going to depict it or not. We will see. Now that we're on vectors, we're going to go ahead and we'll go procedure, activate vectors to final. And so now that's drawing our approach course. You can see we're still high, but we're also on a downwind, so as we get farther down on the downwind, you'll see that path will come up and kind of meet us. This vertical path here. There's Tampa right there off the left side. You can kind of see all the pavement there. The parallel taxiways, that's our airport. A little bit of a cloud here. Let's see, do I have the next rad turned on? I'm just curious here to see if
JX Vision 1.
see if X-Plane's actually painting any of these little cells. It doesn't look like it is. Let's paint one little one out there over St. Petersburg. It's not really painting any of the other stuff. I do wish that X-Plane did a little bit better of actually getting real world weather in. I think Microsoft Flight Sim does better with, you know, if there's really weather somewhere, it actually shows up in the sim, you know. So yeah, there you can see as we're continuing the downwind and we're getting a little bit further from the airport. We're now below that vertical path, which is where we want to be because we still got to slow down and everything. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Looking good. Alright, 4 for 3. We'll be leveling off here at 3,000. I'm just going to slowly put just a little bit of thrust in on the power levers. And that'll slow down the descent as we approach our level off. Past the airport there. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize I could kind of lean over and see the wingtip out there, man. I tell you, this track IR is pretty cool sometimes. Still really having fun learning about it. Alright, we're going to go 210 speed. Alright, it's now to 2,000 feet now. So I'm just going to kind of VS down a little bit for this one. About 1,000 feet, 1,100 is fine. Bring the thrust back. So we're anticipating a base turn here pretty shortly. Again, our final approach fix. Here, I'm going to pull the chart back up for us here. Is the Cosum intersection. I still have a locator on a marker. I'm actually going to turn that audio off because I think the marker audio is kind of annoying, especially when you got all this distance information up here. The marker beacons are a little bit obsolete these days. Yep. minus 2,000 feet. Alright, they're giving us a base turn now. Be heading 280. We're on the left turn there. We're going to maintain about 210 for now on speed. Bring the thrust levers up just a little bit to maintain that. Alright, and we're anticipating the approach here pretty shortly. I'm going to go ahead and just take us over to Green Needles for the ILS approach, so that CDI button. Suspend. Oh, it won't allow me.
2 Juliet
on here with
Romeo.
the flight
Fly
plan.
heading 130.
Flight heading 130. Juliet Romeo.
There we go. That should clear that up. Okay. That's a green now. So we're going to be final here shortly. A little slow.
2 Juliet Romeo. Fly heading 180.
Flight heading 180. Juliet Romeo.
13 miles from our runway right now.
2 Juliet Romeo. Climb and maintain. Flight level 3.
Alright, they're giving us an intercept turn, so we're going to turn left heading
Climb and maintain.
210.
Flight level 3.
And we're going to intercept our approach
Juliet
course.
Romeo.
And we've been cleared for the approach, so we're going to arm it. So with the approach mode armed, you can see we got localizer and glide slope modes are in white, so they're armed. We're still currently in heading and altitude hold. So as this needle comes in and we join our approach course, it'll automatically intercept that and fly us towards our runway. So here's our approach course. You can see we're on kind of an intercept heading, and then we'll be joining the runway here. Actually, they give us about 10 degrees right. They're a little bit early on the turn. 220 intercept. It's like not a bad day down here in Florida. A little cloudy, a little stormy. But that's a typical Florida summer afternoon for you.
SJ Expedition 1 Charlie Victor. Contact center on 132.25.
Contact center on 132.25.
And 2000 is perfect. They got us 2000. That's their intercept altitude for the glide slope anyways. So that works out nicely. A little on the fast side. We'll come back on the thrust levers a little bit there. I was going to look and see too. So the checklist that I have is wrong about the speeds. So it's 180, 170, 160 are the limits for our flaps and 250 for the year. It's 180, 170, 160. Remember that. So there you can see the airplane's intercepting now our runway. There's our runway out there in the distance. Just going to set the heading bug.
Center 737.
And it's still going to play the audio for us.
November.
Our final approach course heading, or final approach course, excuse me, is 187. I like to set a matching heading bug personally, and here's the reason why. On the G1000, actually this one doesn't appear to be showing it. The winds are relatively calm. Usually there's a little pink wind vector, and when you're hand flying it, you can just put that wind vector right in your heading bug, and you'll track exactly straight and true down your localizer. Alright, we're a little fast, so we're going to get speed brakes out. We're going to start slowing up, bring the gear down. We're going to set our speed back to 115, I believe is what it was for our approach, or no, excuse me, 120. Enter there. Alright, we're going to retract speed brakes. Flaps 1. Try to get stabilized. Flaps 2. I was a little bit late on that one. We're going to try to be stabilized by 500 feet, or otherwise we're going to go around. Landspeed checks flaps 3. We're laying in flaps 3 today, so that'll work. Gotta get on speed with the engine spooled by 500 feet or we're going around. Alright, there's the speed. We're spooling the engines now. That was about as late as I could have done that. Alright, there's 120 knots. We're within limits.
500.
Engine spooled 500 and we're stable. Alright, autopilot's coming off.
Autopilot.
I almost messed that one up, guys. That was
400.
almost too late. Configure.
2, Juliet,
Let's talk
Romeo, resume on navigation.
But we got a
Resume
stabilized
navigation
approach. We're
to
landing.
Juliet, Romeo.
Got plenty of runway. We're planning to roll
Juliet,
long
Romeo,
as well.
contact center on.
for,
1, 3,
signature.
2.25.
Shows you how quick you can
Contact
get
center
behind the
on.
airplane.
1,
A little
3,
slow,
2.25
a little power in it.
to Juliet, Romeo.
2 minutes.
There's our
Center
minimums.
172 to Sierra, Pop.
172, 2, Sierra, Papa, McGill AFB, altimeter 3, 0, 1,
Try to
1.
keep it stable.
Slowly.
McGill AFB, altimeter 3,
Or visual,
1,
okay.
1, 172 to Sierra, Pop.
Power out. There's that float I was talking about yesterday, man. This airplane loves to float. Get it down. Get it down. Get it down. There it is. Alright, we're on the ground. Sorry guys, that was not my best. Not my best landing. Well, actually the landing was good. The approach, honestly the approach wasn't terrible. We, again, got stabilized. That's the important part. If we weren't stabilized, we were going to be going around. But, yeah, you can see how quick and easy it is to get behind the airplane. You know, it can really happen to anybody. Alright, we're going to be left on Sierra. Yeah, I was just kind of talking a little bit, and yeah, got a little bit behind the airplane. We were able to recover in that case, but you know, if I hadn't been stable, it's not a huge deal. You just go around and you get it right, you know. Alright, we're clear. We're gonna bring the flaps up, landing lights, the strobes are off. I like to go back to pink needles. Alright guys, and he went ahead and just told us to proceed via our discretion to the ramp. We're just going to make this left here in a signature. And let's see. So we cleared right here, so that's a Foxtrot 2 into the ramp. Or no, I lied. This is actually Romeo 3 into the ramp. So yeah, we got off Sierra and then right Romeo 3. Alright, after landing checklist. I never even did a landing checklist. Oh man, that was really bad, guys. I'd have to ASAP that one. After landing, flaps and speed brakes are closed. Center line set. Expression required. Cabin differential is looking good.
172, 2,
After
Sierra,
landing's complete.
Papa, contact center on.
Yeah, I didn't do my landing
3,
checklist, guys.
2.25.
I probably actually really should have gone around. I got behind the airplane on that one. I was configured. I was safe. I followed, you know, my flows, but I did not accomplish my landing checklist. I will be better about that. Good thing you don't have to ride an ASAP for this sim. Alright. We'll pull around this way here for the signature ramp. We'll set the brakes. Let's see. We'll turn this off. Emergency lights off. Start stops to stop.
Center 172 to Sierra, Pop.
172, 2, Sierra, Papa, Peter O'Night, altimeter 3, 0,
Lights off.
1, 3.
Peter O'Night, altimeter 3, 0, 1, 3,
I never pushed
172
that button
to
out, so we'll do
Sierra,
that,
Pop.
and we'll shut down the batteries. Alright guys, welcome to Tampa, Florida. Thanks for flying along with me on this little short flight from Key West. Hope you enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.